I have wanted to be a monthly reset girly for so long and it's just never happened. So this is the time. We're just gonna make it happen because otherwise it's never gonna happen. So here we go. If you don't know me, my name is Haley and I'm your realistic and balanced bestie, helping you build a stronger brain and body. Like I said, I have never done one of these videos before, but I am obsessed with watching them. I watch so many creators that just do a monthly reset, a finance reset, a budget, a life reset, just everything. And it always inspires me to get my life together. So I figured I need to just bite the bullet and start now. So I don't technically have a month that we're gonna be recapping or really doing a review on or anything like that because I didn't really make anything in Notion until this month. So I am going to be kind of just going over my month as a whole and talking about it, but I don't really have any data or anything to look back on and kind of assess, if you get what I mean. So this shirt is also supposed to be off the shoulder, but every single time that I move my arms, it comes up. So we're just going to ignore that. Okay, the real kicker is me trying to figure out how to screen record. Yes! Oh my god, I can't believe I figured that out. Okay, so like I said, I just kind of made this for August. I didn't really get to do any data or anything like that on it. So we're just gonna kind of do a mini recap of August because there's not much to recap because I pretty much started this halfway through the month and put habits in there and things like that, but there's not really much to see. You know what I mean? So we are gonna do some highs and lows of the month because August was honestly a really good month. I had a good time. It's really hard to talk and type at the same time. How do people do this? I feel like I have to go through my pictures to do this. I also think next month I want to be a little bit more organized and kind of maybe do like a little collage of each month and just see, you know, what happened in the month. I think that's kind of my goal, but I think that happened. So I got to see Niall Horan in concert, which love him so much. I also went out with a bunch of girls that I had never actually met before with this like Arizona girls group thing that somebody made on TikTok. So that was really fun. We went out to like a country bar, which was so out of my comfort zone, but I had so much fun and I'm really excited for the next one. So I don't know. August was just, it was a good month. It was a lot, but it was a good. Lows of this month. What were the lows? I feel like it's a good thing that I can't really think of the lows as quickly as I can think of the highs. So, man, I really didn't have that many lows. I'm gonna cap it at that because I obviously took 2 weeks off from work to go to Texas, which did suck a little bit financially, I'm not gonna lie, but other than that I really can't think of. I made some little reset tasks that I want to do every single month. I haven't done any of these yet, but I actually did clean out my email, which is fun. We love that. I need to clean out my camera roll, but I'm going on a trip tomorrow. We're gonna be going to San Diego, so I'm gonna take that time on the plane to just clean out my camera roll. I think that's like my favorite plane task is to just organize everything in my camera roll, and it's just the perfect time to do it. So we're gonna get that done tomorrow. I need to move everything from my hard drive from my computer just to kind of clear up space and get things a little bit more organized. So that is on my to-do list, and I think I'm just gonna start this over next month because August was again a really weird financial month for me because I took off a lot of time, and also we are getting a new apartment. We're moving very last minute next month, and we originally were supposed to be moving in October, but the apartment that we really wanted was available September 7th, so we just kind of have to pack up and move everything very last minute. But that means that pretty much all of the money that I did have went to apartment fees and deposits and things like that. So I feel like doing a financial tracking of August is just really not the best thing to do because one, very low income, and two, everything that I did have that I was saving pretty much got eaten up by all of the apartment fees. So we're gonna start everything over next month. I am gonna do a little mini budgeting thing here. I'm gonna basically just kind of, I had a budget spreadsheet that I started back in January, have not kept up with it obviously, so I'm just gonna put like my expected income and things into here and kind of do a general idea of what I hope to spend in September. And yeah, that's pretty much my goal. That's pretty much the extent of what I'm going to do financially for this reset because again, there's not really great ground to start on here. So my expected income from my 9-to-5 job that I take home is usually about $2,500 after taxes and all that stupid stuff. My rent is now going to be about $800. Electric, I have honestly no idea. I'm gonna keep that at 200. My portion of the Wi-Fi is going to be 15. We actually got such a good deal. And my car insurance is still 225. Don't know the actual yet, so I'm going to delete those. And I have this set up. It's like a formula in here that just shows me what half of whatever the expected price is, so that's how much I would save out of each paycheck. And then my goal for my grocery budget is a lot less now because I do split everything with my boyfriend now that we live together. So I'm gonna say 150. Gas, I'll keep that at 125. Shopping, I want to keep under like 200, honestly. What? 200. Eating out, I don't really spend money on eating out now because my boyfriend pays for almost everything when we go out together. So I'm just gonna make it 100 because I'm only really doing that if I'm going out with my coworkers or at work or something. So my goal is to save literally everything else that I have, which means I'm gonna aim to save 500 a month. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna keep it at that. Again, this is just a very rough estimate because I have really no idea what's gonna happen in September. So that is that. I'm counting that as me doing my finances, whatever. I did put some cleaning tasks on here that I want to do every single month, but again, we are in the middle of moving, so I'm not doing any of those right now because we're just going to do a giant clean of this apartment once we move out next week or the week after. So that'll all get done just because we really have no choice. I also added in, did I duplicate this? Interesting. I also added in this. I saw it on somebody else's reset videos where they basically put a thing that shows them everything that they did in the month of August. So I made this of just everything that I did pretty much for my business. That's really all that's on here because that's all I really use Notion for. I don't put anything from my 9 to 5 in Notion because there's no need to. So this is pretty much just anything that I do for my own fitness and mindset app, which I do have an app if you're interested. But this is everything I got done for the month of August, which is pretty exciting just to see it like laid out in front of you and be like, oh, I got this done. That's kind of cool. But yeah, I really enjoy that. And then I put a section here for me to brainstorm for content, which I actually did right before filming this. I did my entire content plan for the month of September, which is really exciting. And I even had most of it scheduled out already, which is really nice because I feel like I'm finally getting in a groove of making content and staying up to date with it, which is just really exciting. I am very proud of that. So now for goals. I kind of threw this all together. So obviously this is not like my year of goals or anything like that, but I broke it down into 6 categories. I have beauty goals, body goals, bonding goals, which is like relationships, things like that, brain goals, which is going to be anything healing, learning, stuff like that, budget goals, and business goals. I love alliteration if you couldn't tell. So mostly the goals that I have down right now are business goals because again, that's kind of what I'm really focusing on at the moment. I plan to do this kind of all over when the new year comes, but this is just kind of keeping me on track for where I'm at right now. But inside of each goal, I actually have the goal tasks for that specific goal set up, and then I have a percentage complete, so it kind of shows me where I'm at with that goal, which I'm a big fan of turning things into actionable steps. I don't want something that just says, oh, improve my app as a goal, because how the fuck am I supposed to do that? I need to know what steps I need to take to actually get that done. So I actually did this I have habits in here as well. And so something like journaling is a habit, which I also put percentage complete, but I didn't do any of these habits this month. So we're gonna get a better look at that one next month because I think that will be really interesting to try to keep track of. And then I have all of the tasks and everything here just so I can kind of schedule them out for the month. I also have a books section on here. I really want to start reading again. It's just not honestly my priority at the current moment. But this is from like 2022, I think. Yeah, 2022, when I was heavily in my reading era and I started this little table thing that I obviously did not keep up with. But it's a very cute idea. I want to kind of rework that and see what happens with it in the future. So now what I'm going to do is actually duplicate this page. And okay, so now we're going to make my September little goal thingy. Obviously same things as the last one. I'm going to go in and uncheck anything that was checked. And then I'll adjust this so that it's only showing me things from, wow, that was way more stressful than it should be. Anyways, I'm updating that so that it's going to show me anything that I did in the month of September. I will kind of just take a look at my goals here again. So I like to, okay, my goal here, my idea, why can't I speak? My idea for this is to keep everything in months. So updating it to the month of September, because that's when this goal is. That way I can just keep track of it a little bit better. App improvements, that's still something I'm working on this month. So again, I'm going to just update it so that it says September on here. And what else am I working on this month? Stretching is another habit I want to work on this month. Yeah, that's pretty much my goals for here. And then lastly, what I'm going to do is schedule everything. So, okay. So I'm trying to cycle sync my habits. That's the idea that I have currently, and that's what I want to try to do. So I'm going to take a look at my period tracker really quick and just see kind of what time of the month what's going to be happening. You know what I mean? So my goal is to do journaling during my luteal phase, because I feel like that just kind of just fits the vibe, you know? So for me, in the month of September, looks like I'm starting with a luteal phase. Not so fun, but whatever. Okay, I'm gonna do journaling in my follicular phase, because that's just like I want to be very like retrospective during that time. So we're gonna do that. On my period week, I want to stretch. That's gonna be the goal. Okay, journal, stretch. This is taking way longer than I thought I was going to. Okay, wow. Jesus Christ, that took so long. Okay, so this is kind of like a layout of my month. I'm also gonna go in and add, so I've got kind of work tasks on here as well as my habits, and then I have kind of static days, like an editing day, a filming day, stuff like that. That's on my schedule that I see when I log into my Notion homepage. So that's pretty much what I'm going to leave that at right now. My main goal that I'm kind of focusing on this month is the app improvements. My budget goal is going to be to try to save, I would like to try to save $1,000. That's a very big goal, considering I don't really make enough to save that at the current moment, but we're manifesting here. So we're going to put this as September as my goal. Again, focusing on my journaling, reading, meditating, stretching. Those are my habits for the month. And then my goal for bonding is I would like to do one out of the house date this month, because I feel like me and my boyfriend are kind of slacking on it. It is obviously a stressful month with us moving and everything like that, but I would like to just do something. And my beauty goal for this month is going to be, I think my goal is to dye my hair this month. I don't know what color. I do dye it pretty frequently, but having it written down just makes it feel more official. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much what I'm going to leave this one at. This is obviously going to be a very quick one because, again, I didn't really have much data to go on from last month, but I think this is going to be a really exciting starting place for me. So I don't know. I'm excited to see how this month goes with this new setup because, again, I've never started a month and gone through a full month of actually having everything laid out for me. So we're going to see how this goes. I'm excited to really dive into Notion and really start to use it on a more consistent basis. I do use it pretty frequently, but I really want to get in the habit of starting my day looking at Notion every single day and kind of adding to this and tweaking it as I go. So if this is something that interested you at all, please do me a favor and drop what your goal for the month of September is in the comments below so that we can kind of keep each other accountable and just get to know what's going on in each other's lives. So I do want to start doing this on a very consistent basis every single month because I think it's going to help me stay accountable and it's just going to be fun. Again, I love watching these videos, so what better way to actually get myself to start doing shit and to stick to it than putting it on the internet and having a bunch of strangers be able to actually look into my life. So that is all that I've got for you today, but until next time, be kind to your mind, to your body, and to others, and happy healing.